a get ready with me video, but I'm gonna take it real slow and I'm gonna talk through it because A, I like talking, and B, I like taking my time. So to save you a little bit of time, I've already put on my foundation and my eyebrows because those are, I feel like, the two longest things, you know, like the foundation, like the base, and then the brows. Those are the longest parts of a get ready with me video. Yeah, the rest is kind of up in the air about what I want to do. I think I'm gonna do like a bronzier kind of look because like it's springtime-ish in my head, but not actually outdoors. There's still snow everywhere and still like -5, but that's better than -30. So I'm gonna do a bronzy type look. Yeah. I did my foundation, I did my eyebrows, but I didn't do my concealer, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer in the shade Chestnut, and you just kind of like, ooh, that's not a good sound. Just gonna pop some of that on my under eye circles. Foundation does wonders. Excuse me, just burped a little. My bad. Foundation does wonders because honestly my skin with and without foundation is like a different story. By the way, I didn't show you what I used, but I used the L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur as a primer, original formula, not the oil-free one, and I used the Revlon Nearly Naked foundation in Cappuccino on the face. I'm just using the Real Techniques contour brush to pat in my concealer because I've recently decided that like that's what I like using it the most for. Because I use the Sigma small contour brush to actually contour, so I felt like concealer was a better use for this, and it does it so well, especially under the eye. Like it's perfect for under the eye. It just like blends it in, doesn't leave it cakey, because sometimes if you're using like, I've used brushes like this for concealer under my eye before, and sometimes it pats it on and it cakes it on, and then I'm like prone to more creasing than I would like. So doing a little bit of that, and then a little bit of that. Might have wiped off a little bit of eyebrow there. That's okay. We will bounce back from this. Well, there's my base. There is the ace of base. What do I feel like doing next? Do I feel like doing the face? No, I'm gonna do my eyes. I'm gonna do my eyes. For these eyes, I am going to use Melon, yes, but first I'm gonna start off with my Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow base. I've talked about this before. I will keep talking about it because I love it. Especially when I'm going for something a little bit more colorful on the eyes. It just does a really awesome job of blanking out the dark pigmentation of my eyelids. And it works well if you have like, if you're a lighter skin tone and you have really veiny eyelids, or like really like, you know, just blue toned or anything you don't want. This does a good job of eliminating, and that's why we're best friends, me and my eyeshadow base. I'm gonna go in with my Meet Matte Nude palette. I'm gonna clean my fingers first actually, because dirt. I'm gonna go in with my Meet Matte Nude palette, and I'm gonna use Matte Rosen, and this is kind of like my skin tone in a eyeshadow shade. If I can find the brush that I was looking for. There it is. It's kind of like my skin tone, and it's kind of the perfect color to use as a base to blending out any other shadows. So I just kind of like sloppily throw it into crease. Okay, I'm into that. I can dig it. And I feel like using something in the outer corner of my eyes before I like pat in Melon. That's really unattractive. I'm sorry I just did that. I'm going to use Sketch. I'm going to use Sketch from my MAC palette. It's kind of like a purpley shade. I don't know. Purple and gold and pink. Like that sounds nice, right? That sounds like springtime on the eyelids. So I'm just going to like pat it in a kind of outer V-ish area, and then bring it a little into the crease. I'm going to take some of this, which is Soft Sable? I don't know. I'll check though. I'm gonna check for you. Brown Script. Ugh. Brown Script. I'm gonna take some Brown Script, and I'm just gonna pat that kind of in the middle of my eye. Why? I don't know. It felt right at the time. Brown Script is looking pretty orange right now. Like, I don't know if that's just me. It's looking a lot more orange than brown. But I can dig it. Like, I'm into it. And I'm just going to take that same 217, wipe it onto a paper towel, and just blend it in a little bit more. Now it's time for the fun stuff. It is time for the pigment action. Okay, so I'm going to take this cream shadow brush that I actually got from Walmart, and it was like $3, and it's awesome for packing on cream shadows like the Maybelline Color Tattoos, and for putting on pigments and like foiling it with Fix Plus, which is what I'm about to do. It's awesome for that too. So let us get started, shall we? So I just dip my brush into that. I'm spraying some Fix Plus because it fixes all plus, and I'm just patting that from the inner tear duct all over that orange shade until kind of where I put Sketch. Oh, I forgot how much I liked this. Oh my god, it's so nice. And you know what I'm gonna do? Underneath Sketch, because it's still in there, I'm gonna take a more pointed brush, like this small taper blending brush from Sigma, and I'm gonna go back in with that brown script, and kind of blend that just under the crease and into the Melon Pigment. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply some eyeliner. Not too much. I don't feel like, well, I always say not too much and then I end up messing it up and having to go too much. It's a sad story between me and eyeliner. But I kind of just want a thin line of eyeliner. Sorry, I can't talk while I'm doing eyeliner. It's just like not a thing I can do. I realized I never set my under eye concealer, so I'm just going to quickly pat that back in. And I'm going to set it with the Revlon Nearly Naked Pressed Powder in Deep. Also like Deep. So now that that is set, I feel like I should bring some of this shadow onto my lower lash line. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the same orangey brown tone and just bring it to my lower lash line. I really love this eyeshadow. I just think it's so versatile. I use it so often. The warm tone is like flattering for my skin tone. It's just doing good things for me. And I'm going to put some black eyeliner. I'm trying to train myself to put on eyeliner without making the ugly face, but like it's hard, guys. It's a real struggle. I can't. I tried, but I can't. I applaud anyone who looks cute while they do that because I just can't. Like anything near the eye, I have to make the ugliest faces possible. So, onto the mascara. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Extravagant Smokey Extravagant, which I've been really digging. And also this sample size has been trucking on. Friggin' love samples. Friggin' love Sephora. I'm also trying to train myself to be ambidextrous with putting on my mascara. And so far it's not going well. I think I just got some mascara on my eyelid. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna pretend it's not there. So are you. I don't know why this is a skill I want, but I want it. I want to put on my mascara. I give up. Okay, I'm gonna try that again with the second coat. So right eye, right hand. Okay, things are going smoothly. Left eye, left hand. So, I mean, oh no. What is this hand doing? It's not doing what my brain is telling it. Oh god. At least I haven't poked myself in the eye. So there's that. So let's move on to the rest of the face. Let's bronze it up. Bronze party. First I'm going to use the Sleek Face Contour Kit in the shade Dark. Just a little bit of contouring. Not a lot. Just enough to say, hey cheekbones, how are you doing? And I'm also going to contour my nose. But when I contour my nose, I actually like to use one of these brushes that I got in a Milani blush one time. And I just find that the precise shape of it and how thin it is works really well for nose contour. So I'm going to do that on my nose, the contour. Because I think it's perfect for that. The straight edge really works. And then you can really blend out the sides with the side of the brush. I'm also going to do something that I know a lot of people aren't down for. But when my mascara is dry, I actually like to curl my eyelashes. This eyelash curler is from Sephora. It's like an oil slick, like Technicolor eyelash curler, and it's like, I think one of my favorite makeup tools I own, because just look at it. It's so adorable. Anyways, I'm gonna start some blush. I'm gonna use MAC's Raizin on the cheeks. I figured I would go for something that's a little bit more natural, and this is kind of like a terracotta bronzy shade. Not bronzy, there's no bronze in here, but like a terracotta pinky muddy shade. And it's matte. And I really enjoy matte blushes just because I like to use a lot of highlighter, and so I need to balance that out with a somewhat matte blush. Otherwise I'm just looking like a crazy person, and that's not cute on anyone. Highlighter. For my highlighter, I'm actually gonna take this Sonia Kashuk Blush Bronzer Glimmer Duo in the shade Glimmer. I think it's in the shade Glimmer. And it comes with two sides. It comes with like a pinky blushy side and then a really bronzy shade. And I kind of like to swish them both together on like a duo fiber brush and just like throw that down on my cheeks. I find that the pinky mixes well with whatever blush I'm wearing, and the bronzy makes me look like a glowing bronzy fantastic thing person. I don't know if you can tell from there, but it's like a really like just like subtle glowing look. For my lips, I'm going to use this Prestige lip liner in the shade Poppy. It's essentially an orange. It's a bright orange. And I'm just going to fill in my whole lip with that. For my lipstick, I am using one that I treated myself to because I had a bunch of gift cards for my birthday, and I was like, I feel like buying like one thing that's like I would never have bought otherwise, because, you know, birthdays, treating yourself. And it's the Givenchy lipstick in the shade Mandarine Bolero. Bolero. Mandarin Bolero. I just feel fancy as shit when I put this on. And so, there we have it. There is my look. I guess I could zoom in a little for y'all. Give me a second. I love the MAC Melon Pigment. That's obviously the star of this show, as well as the Givenchy lipstick. But yeah, this is kind of like a typical summer, springy, bronzy, glowy look that I'm pretty into. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like it if you did, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I also have a blog, Wait a Little, which you should check out because I post a lot of outfit posts and more in-depth makeup reviews on there. So if that's your thing, you should check it out. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.